we all know that it can be really challenging to find the childcare and daycare and preschool places that you might want. Navigating your options, trying to stay at the top of wait lists, and of course your payments once you're in there to keep your spot on the list. All of that quite challenging, and certainly can be really difficult in some of the smaller towns, which are not as small as they used to be around the ACT. So on that note, I'm sure there will be at least a few happy parents in Bungendore following the news that the Bungendore Preschool is getting a grant from the New South Wales Government, which should allow more than 50 new places, additional places at the Bungendore Preschool for local families. Joe Cashman is chair of the Bungendore Preschool Committee. G'day, Joe. How are you?
Hi, Anna. I'm well, thanks.
What did you think when you heard the news?
Oh, well, look, we're absolutely delighted. We're pretty stoked that that our government, our local member, Nichole Overall, has assisted us in getting here. It's been a pretty long journey, but look, this is going to be huge for our families and the kids of our community.
Yeah, how long in coming? How long have you and the community been looking for an expansion here?
Well, the current committee has been looking at the preschool and changing it up for probably about the last 4 to 5 years, and we knew that there was a great need. Our current wait list over the last 5 years has sort of been up around 120 kids that are sitting there waiting. We're licensed to have 39 places, children a day, and that's from 3-year-olds up, but we can't even offer that to 3-year-olds. We're even struggling to offer to the 4-year-olds who are school ready. So we needed, we knew that we needed to address the needs. So we started lobbying. We looked at our long-term, our strategic plan, and with Kim Broderick, our director, and the current committee, we'd been working fairly solidly. And then obviously changes and COVID and change of our local member, we were able to get this up. So it's been a good couple of years or few years. And now it's come through, so rubber hits the road.
So what does that mean exactly? This grant is a little over $1.6 million from the New South Wales Government. What will that actually allow the preschool to do and to offer?
Yeah, so we currently have 2 rooms. Those rooms, as I was saying, allow us to have 39 kids per day. This new facility will allow us to build a new building of 3 rooms, which will be looking at around 60 children a day. Now, as I said, we had 120 on our current wait list. That's just those that are on the wait list. We have families who don't have their kids on the wait list because they know that our preschool, there's no chance of getting in. So, look, it will be a significant adjustment, it's as I said, it's quite positive, but it's going to be very significant in terms of getting these children into to this care.
Joe Cashman, the chair of the Bungendore Preschool Committee, is with me on ABC Radio Canberra this afternoon. Beyond the infrastructure, the physical space, are you also going to need additional staff at the preschool?
Indeed. And this is a struggle, I think, for everyone in this sector. However, I'm told today by our director that when the announcement did come out from government earlier this week, we've already got educators lodging their resumes with us to say we want to be part of this. So that's a great early sign. Look, while it is a struggle to get staff, I think the difference with us, we are a community-based service and we operate a fantastic service. It's not your commercial grade. It's a family, community style education that we offer. So it's that very country feel, and I think that's one of the positives in terms of the team that we already have there who are long term. Look, let's see. We're probably not looking like we're going to open until around 2024 with the new facility. So we've got a bit of time to, strategise and put a bit of a case together and hopefully attract some wonderful new educators, yeah.
Fingers crossed, Joe. So for families who haven't been able to get in, because it's just been so in demand, where have families been going, or have kids just not been able to do preschool?
Yeah, look, so I certainly from my own experience, my children were fortunate enough to get in, but they couldn't get in until they were 4. So we made the adjustment and that was to keep our kids at home while they were 3. We did look further afield into Queanbeyan and into Canberra for other options, and I think that's what a lot of parents are having to do. So it's a real challenge, Anna. It's a challenge for a little rural community. While we're not that far out of, larger regional centres of Queanbeyan and Canberra, it's still a huge adjustment when you've got to do that travel, or if you've, got to juggle it with work and other schooling commitments, etc. So I think some families have had to just, adjust and choose to keep their kids at home. So, as I say, the committee had identified this need. We know that this will be a significant improvement, but, Bungendore's growing and it's going to keep growing. But hopefully this does take the pressure off of it.
Has this, been greeted with a bit of a ripple through the community, Joe? What's been the reaction around town?
Well, certainly what I've heard from, in recent days is that I think people are generally quite positive and delighted about it. Certainly within the preschool itself, with the families that are currently there, they're very excited. So there has been a lot of positive feedback. But, the hard work now begins. We've got to get it built.
Well, the very best of wishes with that, Joe. Here's to starting it with some money at least, at long last. Thanks for telling us about it this afternoon.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks so much, Anna.
Thank you. That's Joe Cashman, Chair of the Bungendore Preschool Committee. They've picked up a grant from the New South Wales Government of a bit over $1.6 million, and that will mean about another 60 places for local families at Bungendore Preschool, as you heard.